Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be attempting to solve the Hanayama G&G puzzle. Now named obviously because of its shape, it is two interlocking G pieces. It's a level 3 on the Hanayama difficulty, that is out of 6. So we're about midway in terms of how difficult a puzzle this one should be. Level 3s tend to be more of a fun challenge rather than like a frustrating slog of trying to figure it out. So as always, we are gonna firstly attempt to disassemble those two G pieces. Then we're gonna attempt to reassemble it back into its original position. And then once we've done that, based on how difficult those first two tasks are, we will then place it on the leaderboard. We've got the easiest puzzle that we've done down here, and then we get progressively harder left to right, bottom to top, until we get to the hourglass puzzle up here, which is the hardest Hanayama puzzle that there is, in my opinion. So let's get straight on with trying to disassemble the G&G puzzle. Okay, so here is the fully assembled G&G puzzle. A gold piece, a silver piece, so we can distinguish between them quite easily. And well, first of all, before we get into the actual movements, I don't think it's going to be that difficult, but initial viewing is we've got quite a few things in the way, or I'm guessing these things are going to get in the way. Although they are in the same place, I think, on both sides. So, which means the moves are probably going to mirror each other when we find them. And yeah, initial thoughts are it looks, or it might move a little bit similar to the coil puzzle, I think, off the top of my head. But let's have a quick look or a quick read of the box. Each piece is solid so that you can feel its weight when you hold it in your hands. You can see the sophistication in what at a glance looks like a rugged design. The puzzle has many possibilities, and as soon as you start trying to take it apart, you will notice the several protrusions, so that's these corner bits, that will hinder your path. This is the challenge that you must overcome. The theme of this puzzle is the letter of G. It was designed by South Korean Jin-Hoo Ahn. Okay, so not much help in terms of like a clue to how this one solves, but let's just trial and error our way around, shall we? In terms of differences between the silver piece and the gold piece, there doesn't look to be much, to be honest. Could also call this the 6 and 6 puzzle, looking at the shape of it. So I think it's probably going to be some sort of twist movement that gets us out of this one. Or maybe we have to sort of like turn it around. This sort of rundown corner makes me think that we're probably going to turn around a corner at some point. And then maybe we get it to a point where these angled end bits line up with each other, and that's how we separate. So almost if we tilted them in that position maybe. But yeah, I think we're going to try and turn. I was going to say turn, but now these protrusions now make sense. So is there a corner at which we can turn which doesn't have a protrusion? Because on this side you've got the protrusions here, and on the opposite side, before we look, I think the protrusions are on these sides. And yes, they are. And that is the same for this piece as well. So you've got two protrusions there, and then on the opposite side they're there and there. Yes. Which you might be able to see. Yeah, I think you can see on the camera easily enough. So there's our first twist, there to there. So then that is because the protrusion's on that side, which is good. We can probably then find another twist from somewhere else. Can't seem to find the next move after that first one that we found. So that was the first twist. I'm going to try, I keep losing track of where I am or where I've been, so I'm going to try and just keep this silver piece still and try and move the gold piece around the silver piece. Almost as if we would if I was don't know if I'd simplified the solution and I was showing you that way, but it's more for my benefit so that I can keep track of where we've been, because I keep just repeating the same moves at the minute. So each piece isn't the same as well. So the silver piece has the protrusions on the opposite sides to the gold piece, which obviously means that, well, they're not exactly, well, yeah, they're obviously not exactly the same. So you can't do one move on one piece and the same move on the other piece if you flipped both pieces around. It shouldn't have taken me that long to figure that out, I don't think. So there we go. It shouldn't have taken me so long. So we've got one move there, then one move there. So I've been thinking that I've been doing 2 progressive moves, but I've just been doing 2 different moves. Damn. I've just wasted a lot of time. So this is the middle point. I thought that was the second move and that was the first move, but they are 2 moves in the opposite direction. This is the middle point, and you've either got that as one move or that as one move, or the first move. So that's a bit annoying. I've been wasting a bit of time just in one position, but now we can go here and here. God, I've wasted like what, 15 minutes there? Damn. This one shouldn't be taking me this long, I don't think. Well, obviously it should because it is, but level 3s aren't supposed to be this difficult. And that might just be me having a brain fart and missing something completely obvious, but I just keep repeating the same moves. I think that's a new move. Where is that? So we've now got onto like a different part. So that's interesting. So we come up to here and then over there. And I think we can do a few things from here. Oh, we're in a different place, which is good, and there we go. Well, just about half an hour to solve that one. That took a lot longer than I expected it to, but yeah, I was just missing that one move. That one move, which we will reverse in a second, because yeah, we've disassembled it, and now we need to reassemble it. So I maybe didn't pay as much attention to that as I should have done, but wait, how did we come apart? I feel like it was here, and here, and here, and that's it. Wow, easy to do when you know it, of course. It's one of those simple but clever ones, and this is the original position. Right, done. So G&G puzzle solved. We've disassembled it, we've reassembled it, and now it's time to place it on the leaderboard, which is going to be an interesting placement, I think. So there we go, we eventually managed to solve the G&G puzzle. I feel like it took a lot longer than it should have done, but the moves, well, I just couldn't find them. I just couldn't find them. I'm not sure how. I felt like I trial and errored my way as much as I possibly could in every position, every possible turning position, but clearly not. It took me, what, half an hour to solve a level 3, which, apart from the arrows puzzle, is probably the second longest that it's taken me to solve a level 3. Now, in terms of where this one is gonna sit on the leaderboard, I'm finding it hard to place, to be honest, because I feel like it should have taken me less time to solve, but at the same time, it did take me that amount of time. The moves are relatively simple when you know when you found them, but I still feel like finding them should have been easier or quicker. Now we mentioned fairly early on that it was similar to the coil puzzle, which is level 4. Now the first question is it harder or easier than the coil? And it's easier because there is less moves than the coil on the G&G. So then we go to the S&S, which is also a level 3. And I think here's where I'm struggling a little bit. If we jump right to the bottom of this row and the cast a more puzzle, which we solved quite recently. The Amore puzzle is definitely easier. I found those moves quicker and they were simple to do. For a level 5, the Amore was very easy. So the level 3 G&G is actually going to sit above the level 5 Amore. Now we just need to compare it to these other 2 level 3s. So we've got the Dolce puzzle and the S&S puzzle, both level 3s, just like the G&G. Is it easier or harder than the Dolce puzzle? I think it's easier. I think we're going to go easier than the Dolce puzzle. So there we go, we have trial and errored our way to between the Amore and the Dolce puzzle. And that is it for today. We've disassembled it, we've reassembled it, we've placed it on the leaderboard, job done. And thank you very much for being here. If you want to see me solve more of these Hanayama puzzles and then the step-by-step solutions to each and every one of them, then you should click my face here to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace!